She's a real throwback to 1940s glam, performing the art of burlesque. From Paris to L.A., pasties and feathers, oh my.
Pasties and feathers are always so fun. Join us now, the beautiful real-life burlesque. Ooh, these feathers got me all crazy. Dita von Teese, and she's going to try to show Billy and I art of production. I'm telling you, it's very sexual what you do.
Now, you are also now, Dita, a paid spokesperson for Cointreau, which is perfect because you do the martini glass operation. They should be sponsoring, right?
And it's an iconic French brand, very sophisticated, and so it's been a real pleasure to be their spokesperson.
How did you get into burlesque?
I worked in a lingerie store when I was in high school as a teenager, and I became really interested in what kind of lingerie women wore throughout history, and I discovered this fascination with 40s and 50s lingerie. And it sort of led me to looking at pin-up pictures, and I discovered that most of the pin-ups of the 40s were actually burlesque dancers, because those were the kind of women that would pose for those kinds of magazines, and so they would promote themselves by posing in lingerie and promote their burlesque shows.
So you went the other way with it. You went in from looking at those pictures to burlesque.
Yeah, I just became really enthralled with everything, the glamour of that era, and I was amazed to find that there were these icons of striptease, and they performed in burlesque shows, and I was very intrigued by the idea of a time when striptease was something elegant, and that you had great stars like Gypsy Rose Lee and Sally Rand. And I love the idea of making something that's risque, sophisticated.
What do you think now? Because usually when you hear the word striptease now, it's a little more of a negative connotation to it.
Strip club.
I've always liked the word, Gypsy Rose Lee, who is the greatest stripper of all time, she liked the word stripper, and she was, famous. Living in Paris, she made films, she hosted TV shows, and she didn't ever mind standing up for the strippers of the world. It's not a bad word.
How do you feel about you don't strip all the way down.
I strip down to the classic, the way that burlesque was performed in America in the 1930s and 40s, which was pasties and G-strings. A little bit here, a little bit there. Sort of where the G-string was invented. Right.
Oh. Dita, how long does it take you to get ready?
This morning I had a spectacular timing. I woke up and I was ready in 47 minutes, and I wrote that down and decided that was an all-time record.
Unbelievable. This from beginning to...
I think, yeah, start to finish.
Oh, that's so good. I love the light face with the red. I'm a good 2 hours. It takes me a lot. But you mentioned interested in this in high school. We actually have a high school picture of you. Look at you there with your blonde hair. So cute. Heather Renee Sweet right there.
Oh, my gosh. Look at that. How old were you there?
I must have been 17.
17?
Yeah.
So let's take a look at some of these things here. What is a coffret?
Okay. Well, this is a project that I made with Cointreau, and it comes with martini glasses and everything you need to mix a fabulous cocktail. But basically, I wanted it to be something that you could use as a jewel box and keep your secrets in there. There's a little secret compartment here in the back.
Oh, what do we put in the secret compartment?
I don't know, love letters or whatever you want to keep secret. But I put some things in here, like my stationery for writing love letters, and my jewelry, perfume, powder compacts, a picture of Sally Rand, the famous fan dancer from the 1930s, who performed buck naked with just a pair of ostrich feather fans at the 1939 World's Fair. And so I brought some feather fans today, so we can do a little ode to Sally Rand.
I love this little makeup compact with the U.S. Navy on the seal in front.
Yes, that was something that you could buy if you were a soldier. You could send this back to your sweetheart in the 40s during the war.
Love it. See, in high school, when you became interested in this, what did your friends think about this? It's definitely a little unusual.
Well, I worked in a lingerie store, and I just, I dressed differently than a lot of other girls. But I had a best friend who liked to dress in vintage too, so we kind of stuck together. And I wasn't performing a striptease in high school. I turned 18 before I was.
Before you did that,
yes.
I love it.
Now, Kit's husband has been on the road for a little while, and he just came home. Now, if she wanted to put on a little program tonight, how would you suggest she do this? Can we learn a little feather dancing here?
Sure.
Go ahead, Kit.
Okay, well, we need to tell her first, I'm a very bad dancer, so maybe you show me the moves first.
I'm not going to lie, it's terrible. But with the feather, it's distracting, so we won't look at your feet.
The feather might be good. All right, you start, Dita. Billy, you're doing it.
I don't know. No one wants to see that.
There are 3 sets of feathers.
There's 3 sets of feathers. Billy, get your fanny up.
I'm going to give you the blue ones, since this is your right hand.
Okay.
And this is your left
Do
hand.
we have some music? Some good. Oh, yes.
Don't forget your left hand.
Really? Get in it.
Follow the rules now.
Here's
Hoover,
your right
follow
hand.
the rules.
Okay.
Here's your left hand.
Thank you.
Okay, and I got mine over here.
Okay. I don't think there's room for three of us. You guys
Yeah,
just
it's
go
a
right
lot. Okay, don't forget you're naked, okay?
Okay, we're naked.
So
Make
you
sure.
want to start by covering yourself by
Okay.
being a little mysterious. I usually start by opening up one
Okay.
and covering myself with that one.
Okay, we're gonna open.
Open the other one.
Down, Hoover.
It's actually hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can. You've got a feather on your. You have a feather, the plastic feather mustache. Hold on.
This is very sexy. My husband's
Now try
very
to do
aroused.
this.
I'm trying.
Okay, so the trick was that it's really a lot of tricks. But you want to kind of cover yourself with the fans until just
They're
the right
big
moment.
feathers.
Yep, you're doing good. So you would.
Oh, I love that. Look, no, it looks very sexy. I love the mole on your cheek, Dita, because I understand that's a tattoo, right?
It is, yes.
It's not a real mole. I love it. But it is now.
So one thing you would probably do is you would, take both fans in one hand.
Okay.
And then you would take your bra off underneath those fans.
I mean, this is a true art form. You got to be
over there.
athletic to do
Hey,
these.
do
are
what she
heavy.
said. She just told you.
I can't get it up without covering my face.
Okay, we're still covering. And then one of my favorite
Unbelievable.
reveals is put
Folks,
one over your butt here.
While these two, while she does the impossible of getting Hoover
to look sexy.
into burlesque
Now
dancer,
you
for
don't
all
have-
things,
now you show it off.
Facebook.com/Cointreau.
This
You
is
can
good.
see behind-the-scenes videos and
Right,
find
and
out how
then
to get her
here's
beautiful
your-
coffret and
Oh, I like that.
holidays.
Reveal?
Sure, you can check out Dita performing at the Roxy
Don't
on
show my
December
Spanx.
13th.
Your
through the
peacock.
15th,
Oh, the peacock.
too.
Yeah.
Check it all out
Your,
there. Straight ahead, the star who walked out of a radio interview.
Dita, why does it?
We
am I
have the
backwards?
audio next. We'll be right back
I'm not
after these
good at
messages
this.
from your
I
local
wanna be
station. I'm going to
sexy.
kill you with my feathers. Feather fight.
Dita, it's really hard. They're
Now,
heavy.
let me show you
and
as we
it's
go.
hard.
I am a local sustainable butcher.
I am a farmer poet.
I'm a practical visionary.
I'm turning garbage into life.
I am fossil fuel free.